Hello Internet, my name is Hazel from Hazelnutty Games. It is actually Saturday, so we're gonna do a vlog. This week, actually last night I got an email. I got into the StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void closed multiplayer beta test, which is hilarious because, what am I gonna do with the Legacy of the Void multiplayer beta? I mean, I'm happy I could go look at it, but without any context, I don't think there's any point in that. I would go look and see minions with, like, moves, and then I'd be like, maybe they had those before, maybe those are new, maybe they're different, maybe it's good, I don't know. So, yeah, it's kind of neat. I might look at it, but I'm not really planning on doing too much with that because I don't have any real StarCraft experience to measure this new content against. Like, I would have no idea what's new or not. I have not played very much StarCraft. I didn't even finish the campaign. I made it like halfway through the campaign, and then I got stuck, and then I stopped. So that's my experience with StarCraft so far. Last weekend, I think shortly after the vlog went up, I did a Bloodborne stream, and I accidentally finished the game. I was doing my first playthrough reasonably blind, like I was looking up stuff as I got stuck, but I wasn't really doing boss spoilers, and I didn't look into any ending spoilers, and apparently, without spoiling any endings, there's a couple of different ones, and depending on which one you take, you will or will not have access to the last couple of fights, and I accidentally picked the one that did not grant me access to the last couple of fights, so I accidentally finished the game. And it dumps you right in New Game Plus once you picked your ending, so there's no way to go back, there's no way to change it, there's no way to do any of the other ones aside from starting all over again. So my Bloodborne playthrough is over. I still have the last couple of stream VODs to edit and put onto YouTube. I've been a little slow on that because I've been busy with other stuff, but I will get those up. And yeah, it was a really good game. I've been playing through it, again, just kind of like on my own time, doing the super boring, really farmy playthrough. I've been doing a Rider Palash, like a little skill-based pokey sword, and I always enjoy pokey swords in those kinds of games. So Bloodborne is fantastic. I can strongly recommend it to anybody still on the fence about it, especially since this most recent patch that they've released for it. It actually reduces the loading screens pretty significantly, and even better, it puts item descriptions on the loading screen so you have something to read instead of just wondering why the loading screen is taking so long. So A+ on that. Bloodborne's fantastic. In WoW, not a whole lot of news this week. I've casually started farming for Baron Rivendare's mount. I don't really know why, but for whatever reason, it's really fun to me right now to just, like, go through Stratholme, check for the mount. I'm killing all the trash, and I'm, like, selling Mageweave cloth and greens, and I'm oddly excited about that. It is not the fastest gold per time spent. But, I mean, if I'm looking for the mount anyways, I mean, there's worse things I could be doing. So that's been fun. I obviously don't have the mount yet because I'm only like 20 runs in, but supposedly it's only got a 1% drop rate. Like, that's not the worst thing ever. 1 in 100, I mean, I should be able to get it at this rate within like a month or so, but we'll see. That has been fun, and aside from that, I've just been spending some time in Arena. Raids are raids. We did not kill Blackhand this week, and my Arena rating has not changed all that much. I'm pretty solidly a 1600 player on both my Hunter and my Druid in both the 2s and 3s brackets. And that seems to be a good spot for me to sit and practice. It's not the highest thing ever, but it's working out. My pepper plants, the 2 baby ones that the cat uprooted, have recovered pretty well from their emergency repotting. So I emergency put them into like the big solo cups, and this one is on like his 3rd set of Trulies. He's Pepper. He's adorable. This is the Pekin plant. The Malageta plant is doing fine too. It's a little smaller. That's the one that actually got like attacked. So I'm a little worried about him in his future. He might turn into a little bit of a gimpy plant, but you know, if I love it and sing to it and give it the best of plant care enough, then I'm sure it'll turn out fine. I'm convinced that the concept of having or not having a green thumb is entirely dependent on how much time and effort you have to put into your plants, because if you have more time, then you have time to Google the things that they might want and look around on forums, and that's basically how I learned to do anything. I've used the internet to teach me most of my skills. I didn't really learn anything in school, but I feel like having a green thumb is just having the incentive, like the initiative to look up what you're supposed to do with the plants, and then the time to actually do it, and not like forget about them and let them dry out or let them, you know, get eaten by cats or whatever. So I'm really happy they're doing really good. I'm gonna have a beautiful green balcony, and I think it's just good for, I like having living things. I'm gonna miss them when I put them outside. I like growing things like in my home. I like having house plants that I can like watch change and I can take care of them, and you know, it's not like a pet, but it's still alive, and I made it alive, and that's really cool. I feel like those are good for your soul. I highly recommend gardening to anybody. So we talked about Peppers, Rivendares, Bloodborne, Legacy of the Void. Not really game related, but in personal life, for the last like couple of days, I mean, it's been an ongoing problem for a while, but the last couple of days I really want to cut my hair short. Not because I think it would look good. I think it would look horrible on me, and I wouldn't be looking forward to that part, but I am so sick of having to micromanage my hair to make sure it does not get eaten by the cat, to make sure it does not clog up any drains, to make sure it does not wrap around my neck at night, to make sure it doesn't entice the cat to attack my neck at night. And it's so much work to deal with having long hair, and it would be so nice to just chop it all off and not have to do much with it, but there is no way. I've done research, and I'm pretty sure there is absolutely no way to wear short hair that's curly with my face without making me look like 45. There's no way to make that work. Like, there's nothing low maintenance, because the shorter my hair gets, the tighter the curls get, because it's only the weight of longer bits of hair that make the curls like all nice and spirally. When it's short, it goes full corkscrew. I would be like afro mode, so I probably won't do it. But it drives me crazy. It drives the cat crazy. I mean, I think she likes it. I think she's having fun when she's trying to attack it, but you know, it gets old sometimes. So we have a couple of questions. Falcon985 wants to know, are you planning on doing any other Let's Plays of upcoming big releases like you did and are doing with Bloodborne? So, the short answer with that is not really. I originally started this channel as a Let's Play channel. I kind of picked up the WoW stuff as an afterthought, and it sort of evolved from there. But in my current video making life, I will do Let's Plays when there's a game that I'm like personally really excited and invested about. And invested in. Like, that's when something like that comes out that I'm really jazzed for, like I was for Bloodborne, I will absolutely pick it up, stream it, Let's Play it, whatever, and put it on the channel. But for other things that are just coming out, like I know a lot of people have asked me about Grand Theft Auto, if it's not something I would have played anyways, I'm probably not going to make videos for it, because those wouldn't be very interesting videos. Like, nobody wants to watch somebody playing a game they don't really want to play. And skipping out on a lot of those big releases gives me more time to work on the videos that people want to see, like the WoW stuff and the pet battle stuff, and of course keeping up with Twitch live streams. So the short answer is not really planning on doing any upcoming Let's Plays on new, like, big releases that are in the near future, but in the farther future, as things come out that I'm excited about, and there are franchises that I'll play every game that they ever put out, I will certainly pick that up again. As far as the next thing that I might get into after Game of Thrones, of course, I've been kind of itching to go back and do a little bit more Don't Starve. Don't Starve is just something that I just always come back to. And every time I come back to it, it's like a totally different game. They keep adding stuff to it for free. So I may do a Don't Starve thing at some point, but there is absolutely no timeline on that. Also, you wanted to know about the stream time zone, and I will certainly add that to the descriptions. I have it on the Twitch page schedule, but I completely forgot to add it to the YouTube descriptions. But all of the stream times are Pacific times, West Coast Pacific times. And Goose Comics wants to know, speaking of maxing all pets, are the Mott Beasts and Dailies still the way to go, or have you found a more efficient way of doing them? So, it really depends on how much time you have. As far as, like, ultimate time-efficient ways of leveling pets, for me, I will always, every day, I will go fly out to Ashley, the pet trainer in Shadowman Valley, and I'll do her daily, because her daily lets you level any pet from level 1 instantly to level 12 if you have a safari hat on in one battle, and that takes like maybe 5 minutes, and you get 4 pet charms from it. So that's the first thing I do. And then I do the menagerie dailies that give you some extra pet charms. So if you're not worried about saving up for the pets that they're adding in 6.2, doing menagerie dailies and the Draenor dailies is right now the most time-efficient way of leveling up pets, I think, because, of course, you get that daily free 1 to 12. So every day you get a new level 12 pet from one of your level 1 pets. And then, depending on how many alts you're doing the Menagerie daily on, you get, like, 8 extra charms per alt, which roughly calculates to about 4 levels to random family pets per day. And if you're a crazy person like me with, like, 7+ alts, that turns into quite a few levels. And then, I also like to fly to Vashar, Terraloon, and Tar the Terrible, going kind of from my garrison, I like to go west and do those 4, and then I level a pet in each one of those as well, using a 2-pet strategy. So that's my route. The Pandaria dailies are still a very fast way to level pets, and doing the circuit of them will get you a number of pets, quite a few levels, but the thing is, it takes time. And the problem with any kind of traveling around to different daily tamers, including traveling around to the Draenor tamers, is travel time is huge. Half of the time spent doing all the Pandaria dailies is just going all around Pandaria, because those tamers are spread out, and Pandaria is a big continent. So I would say they're still the most efficient way as far as doing one fight and getting your pet the most levels. In addition, of course, the Draenor ones are just as good. I do not recommend doing Simri Brightblade, though. I'm convinced there is no good way to reliably 2-pet her every time, so don't worry about that one. But the Draenor Tamers are just as good, and if you have lots of time, then by all means, go do your Menagerie dailies, go do all the Draenor Tamers, go do all the Pandaria trainers, spend all your pet charms on levels, and you will have the biggest collection ever. But I just don't have that kind of time, so I just do the Draenor ones myself. And I don't think there's any more efficient way of doing it. The nice thing is, with that free level 12 pet every day with Ashley, and then the pet upgrade stones that I buy with my pet charms, I don't really need to go and power level pets out in the wild anymore. I don't really spend any more time at the tower in Dragonblight farming Dragonbone hatchlings like I used to, because there's always a pet that I can use. I usually use level upgrade stones in any pet that's level 12 or higher, and there's always level 12 pets or higher that I have to work on, because I'm getting a new one every single day from the Ashley daily. So that is how I do it. There may be a more efficient way to do it that I haven't found out, but I don't think there's anything really more time efficient than that. And once you've got a couple hundred pets at level 25, it's not the biggest deal in the world anyway. So that has been my week. If any of you have any questions you would like answered on a Saturday vlog, just leave them as a comment on the most recent vlogs. I need to go get ready for stream, because Fridays and Saturdays, we stream from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I need to have some lunch between now and then, so I'm going to take off. I hope you guys had an awesome week and a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!